Last winter, I had the opportunity to travel to Argentina to work with Dr. Marcela Uhart and Dr. Ralph Vanstriels. I spent most of my time in Camarones, a quiet seaside fishing community where I was instantly greeted by beautiful coastlines. I was able to stay in a house/makeshift lab with the other workers involved in the penguin population monitoring project. Every year, a group of Magellanic penguins comes to Cabo dos Bahias to lay eggs and raise their chicks. The colony has been declining, and Dr. Blanco's team goes every year to collect data on penguin foraging behavior, chick rearing success, and chick growth rate. Every day, we travel to the nearby penguin colony to collect these data. Regular activities involve determining if the male or female was at the nest each day, determining how many chicks were present, and taking several measurements of the chicks at regular intervals. There were also several other research projects going on in the penguin colony which I got to assist with. One project was a penguin diet study which involved placing tarps in front of the nest where the penguins normally defecate and then collecting fecal samples for genomic sequencing to determine what they've been eating. There's also been an increase in the amount of standing water pools and mosquitoes in the penguin colony, which has raised concerns about avian malaria. So we collected water samples to determine habitat suitability for mosquitoes and also collected samples of mosquito larvae. We also collected blood samples from the penguins and chicks for serology. Another project involved deploying silicone bands designed to bind organic pollutants in a group of penguins and then recollecting them after they'd been foraging at sea to send to the lab and determine what toxins they may be exposed to. Additionally, I got to tag along on some of an ecology students' fieldwork activities, including setting and rechecking rodent traps for a marker capture study. We would also note coordinates of any dead penguins found in the colony and assess for evidence of predation. I also got to see an abundance of other wildlife. Most frequently, we would see guanaco, choike, and other seabirds. It was amazing to observe a wide variety of Magellanic penguin behavior. There was even one subantarctic macaroni penguin that arrives at the colony for some reason. Another major aspect of my visit, was I had the opportunity to learn about the HPAI outbreak that has been causing mass mortality events in Argentina, primarily in marine mammals and seabirds. I was able to participate in some of the outbreak activities Dr. Uhart and Dr. Vanstriels have been leading. We traveled to a couple of areas that had not yet been surveyed for HPAI and spent a few days walking and driving along the coastline to look for carcasses and symptomatic animals. It was extremely eye-opening and heartbreaking to see the sheer amount of carcasses in some sections of the beach. We took record of the number of carcasses of different species and collected samples for testing and histopathology. Back in town, we worked on starting to process the samples where they will be evaluated to ascertain what lesions are seen with HPAI in different species. All in all, this was an extremely valuable learning opportunity that I am incredibly grateful for. It was amazing to meet so many kind people, see all of the beautiful scenery, and practice my Spanish. And of course, drink lots of mate. Thank you so much to Dr. Vanstriels, Dr. Uhart, everyone on the Penguin Monitoring team, and Global Programs for facilitating this experience for me.